Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Adoptable Animal Spotlight. We had such a good reaction to Caesar's video last week that we definitely wanted to do another one and keep this going. And this week, you guys are going to get to meet Diego, who's a little bit of a mini celebrity on our Facebook page. So say hi to Diego, and Diego is joined by Sam Wolfman, who is on our behavior team. And there's also someone in the corner. Teresa's in the corner over there. I don't know if she's going to make an appearance, but she's there. So we'll say hi to her as well. So this week you guys are going to get to meet Diego. He is one of our favorite dogs at the shelter. He is 100 pounds of squishable lovableness. And I can't wait to get to learn more about him along with you guys. So Sam, tell us about Diego. I know he's one of your favorites. Tell us about why you love him so much.
So he is like 100 pounds of goofball. So I really, really enjoy dogs who are just kind of goofy. And he's really young, so he's still learning things, which is nice. Because then you can kind of like watch him grow as a dog. But he just like brings in a really good energy. Like when he, in the evening when I bring him upstairs, I call him my palate cleanser for the day. So like we deal with, because on the behavior team, you know, we can deal with some of our more difficult dogs or dogs with behavior issues. And so I bring him up at the end of the day to just kind of decompress and kind of, you know, have a nice snuggle buddy for the evening. But
get some squishes in.
Laying down, being normal.
He says, I am not going to cooperate in this whole live video thing, you guys. This is just going to be how it is. We'll get to see him at one point. We'll just get to see you for now, Sam. It's fine. So tell us a little bit about how did Diego come to the shelter? How did we get him?
So Diego was a stray. I believe he was brought in by our animal or by a citizen of Arlington County. So she found him on the street. When he came to us, he was a little unsure of new people. So he wasn't like giving us very much. He would just kind of like stare at you as you walked by his kennel. But as time gone by, he's really opened up and like just come out of his shell and wanted to show us his like lovable goofy side. So he definitely has like this awesome circle of people here at the shelter who just give him all of the love and time that he deserves. So his people, like once you're in his circle, you're in his circle for life. So yeah.
I love it. And what are some of his favorite, like, does he know any cues? Does he have any games that he likes, toys?
So he knows sit. You might have to ask him a couple times, but he does know sit. He loves soft toys. Like this is one of his favorite toys. It's shaped like a little beer boot, which I think speaks to his personality a little bit. And it's one of the biggest toys that we have for him. He knows how to catch treats really well. I have some awesome slow motion videos that I have to share with everybody of him catching treats in the air. But other than that, like he likes to play tug a lot. He's kind of once he gets his like initial energy out, he's kind of a lazy doofus. So
couch potato.
He likes to just take naps. I walked into his room the other day. He was like half off of his bed and half on, and I woke him up and he's like, "Oh my god, it's you!" So,
oh my gosh.
He's pretty lazy. Like once he's like gone to the bathroom outside and like sniffed a little bit, he's like, "I think I'm done. We can go inside."
Well, big dogs are kind of like that. I feel like they have a big burst of energy, and then they're like, "Okay, I'm done for the rest of the day. I'm good. I'm gonna take a nap." What is he investigating over there? What you getting into, Diego?
Gosh, I think we have some toys in that closet hidden in there. So he's probably like,
"Oh, come see your fans. Your fans." He's like, "Nah, there's something really interesting over here in the corner. You gonna come over?
Yeah.
You got people that want to see you, Diego." Here he comes. There he is. Hello, handsome boy. Now, Sam, tell us a little bit about your work with him. I know you and the behavior team have been really putting a lot of time into this guy, and that he needs, the right family to take him home. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, sure. So here at the shelter, he's been having a lot of stress. He's been here since I want to say January or the end of December. And so he's been here for a while. He's gone to a couple of foster homes where we were just kind of trying to get some information about him and how he's in the home. We found out that he's super house trained, which is amazing. Even here, he will hold it in his kennel until someone takes him out. So,
Wow.
and he goes to the bathroom like this. With his stress levels here, we've been doing a lot of work with just kind of managing his stress and managing his arousal levels. So when I say arousal, I mean like he's initially when you take him out of his kennel, he's like jumping up, and he's a big boy. So and he's muted where the camera is. So
that's okay. He wants to direct. He wants to direct the show.
So like jumping up, he's still, like I said, young. So he has some mouthy behavior that he uses to relieve stress.
Now so super quickly, so for those of our clients who might not know what mouthy means, can you explain that a little bit?
Sure. So basically, like dogs can't hold your hand, right? So, and they don't have hands to investigate things, so they use their mouths a lot. I apologize. He's like touching the tripod. He's right here.
To direct. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
He's like, oh my God, what is this?
About so you, bud?
Come here. So they will use their mouths for that kind of thing. Okay. So they use their mouths to explore certain objects, and when they're stressed out, instead of like grabbing, he'll just use his mouth. So he doesn't do it very hard. It's just because of his size, it can seem a little scary. So we're trying to kind of keep his stress levels low, keep his arousal levels low, so that he doesn't have a chance to reverse that behavior.
Yeah. Kind of like a toddler sort of exploring their world and learning what they are, what isn't appropriate, right?
Yeah. Exactly. And he's definitely a gigantic toddler.
The best kind.
We have been working with him on learning how to relax. So we've been doing things like mat work, which is really helpful for dogs who are kind of static in their movements, and they have to kind of just be doing something all the time instead of relaxing. Mat work is really great for teaching them how to relax. You can send them to their mat to cook dinner, answer the door. Like you can do it when you're on your Zoom calls for work. And it's something that can be super hands-off as well. So literally you can just set a mat out, kind of like how I have it here, toss treats onto there and reward for sitting there and laying down. So we've been working on a lot of stuff with that. Different cues like drop it. He likes to bite, he likes to tug on like rope type toys. Mm-hmm. So he sometimes will mistake his leash for a rope toy. Oh, no. The leashes that we have here, and I'll show you, they look exactly like.
Oh, well, you can't blame him then, really, can you?
Right. So, and like I brought this one just for him, this little rope toy, so that we have an alternative. So he has enjoyed doing that. So teaching him how to drop it and keeping him moving has really helped. He's been on a lot of decompression walks with actually Teresa, who is in the corner. So she knows him well too. And decompression walks are always really great for dogs who have high stress levels and anxiety. So anytime he comes back from one, he's just like right to sleep. So
and same thing. What's a decompression walk for those that might not know that phrase?
So a decompression walk is basically taking your dog to a nice, quiet green space where there's a lot of new things to sniff. So it could be a novel environment. It could be a park that just out of being around Arlington and around this area. Going on a trail even, and just letting the dog lead the walk. Like I know some people like their dogs to heel, but a decompression walk is going to be all about the dog. So
he wants whatever's in that closet.
I know. So it's really allowing the dog to, like I said, take control of the walk, follow their nose, like a 10-minute decompression walk. It just 10 minutes can be so beneficial for them mentally. It really helps them meet their natural needs. I know he's like really,
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. It's just really funny. There is something in that closet that must smell so good.
I'm going to give him an activity, which
will
be important for him in his new home because he does like to explore a lot. So keeping him busy is going to be something that's going to be important for him too.
So tell us a little bit about what you guys sort of see his, we all know there's no such thing as a perfect home, but like, what are we looking for in a home and a family for Diego?
Sure. So I was actually thinking about this a lot last night because I knew we were doing this. I know there's a lot of questions about like, is he good with kids? Is he good with this? Is he good with that? We don't have any information with him on living with children. What I will say about that is, it kind of depends on the family. So what do you want your family dog experience to be? So he's big enough to knock down little kids.
And probably me. Like
yeah, and when he gets into his like happy, like zoomy state, he's big enough to knock me over. So just that needs to be, I think,
fair warning.
Yeah. So fair warning to anybody who has a family who wants him. But we have found out that he can't live with another dog. So another dog is, I think it brings his arousal levels too high. He just can't come down from.
He gets too excited being around another dog. Okay, so it's not that he's like mean to them or he can't contain himself.
He can't, and it's funny because the dog that we tested him to live with also couldn't contain himself, and so it was just like a huge explosion of arousal and playtime too many times. So
it's like Diego basically needs like a vacation. He needs to like go to a new home and relax on the beach and like drink a sip of pina colada.
I mean, we have dog yards here, obviously, and so I've like walked past the dog yards with him, just like sitting on a platform, sunbathing, and just like sniffing the air, and it's amazing for him. I think he would love to have like an outdoor space, honestly. So maybe someone with a yard, it's not necessarily a requirement, but I think he would just enjoy it. And then someone who can keep up with continuing to teach him about
the world.
Things. Like different cues and everything like that. Like he does like to learn. So I think someone who can give him that type of time, we would love for someone to come like that to come and get him. So
it sounds like he's going to be a really good mix of like adventure buddy, but then totally will like sit on the couch with you all weekend and binge like whatever show you're going to watch.
There was one pastor who said that he loved to spoon. So
okay.
Spooner, yeah.
Well, and we already witnessed he has. I don't know if you guys who are watching, if you saw it earlier, but he has quite a magnificent as we call it, a sploot, where when he lays down, his back legs just stick straight out behind him. It's very cute.
It is very cute.
So I mean, we're looking for like an active home, but not like a crazy home, right? So an active home that can keep him busy, but not a home where he's just going to be stressed out and riled up all the time.
Yeah, I think like a home on the quieter side, you like basically exactly what you said.
Yeah.
You put the words perfectly.
Matchmaker. And a dog that's going to be really snuggly and just love you to pieces, right?
Gosh.
I know you guys are all obsessed with him there.
Too obsessed, maybe.
Just a little bit. I have to keep reminding Sam that she doesn't need another dog.
My dog would not enjoy it. He would not enjoy it. So.
So are there any of his cues or any of the like mat work that you'd want to maybe show people kind of how it works?
Yeah. Here, let me move my chair and grab a mat.
Show and tell time, Sam.
Let me see. I also brought some examples of enrichment items that
perfect.
Are home. So let me move this.
And so when you're talking about mat work, you don't have to have any kind of special mat, right? You can use anything like a towel or a blanket or a yoga mat.
Yeah, I mean, here we use towels a lot, just because it's a different texture. And then they're also big enough to fit our bigger dogs, as you can see. He's like already, he knows what the towel
He
means.
knows, look, he went straight for it.
Yeah. So basically, I'm just clicking and treating him when he looks up at me. And then I'm gonna reset him and move him away from the mat. Okay. He's a very slow mover, so.
Sam, do you mind trying that when you're on the other end of the towel so we can see him looking up at you? That would be awesome.
Does this work?
Yes, perfect. Thank you. The trials of doing these things over the internet, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, that's cool. So now we can see that when what you're treating him for, right?
Oh, good. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
That's okay.
So he just learned, or I'm sure he's been working on it with other people, but I finally got him to learn how to go down on the mat, which was nice. We've been using like a hand signal and just a verbal down. Good boy, go get it. And now he's like, this is so reinforcing. I don't want to. Good boy.
There we go.
He always snuggles at the mat, so I'm always fixing it right behind him. But
nice.
And now Teresa has to go. So that's his best friend, so he's gonna watch her leave.
Oh, did your friend leave, buddy?
I'm sad. We'll just let him
like,
process.
no, my friend. My friend left. Is this how doing stuff live on Facebook works, you guys? We just you never know what's gonna happen. The dog might not show you his face the whole time. Who knows? We have best friends in the middle of session.
We're gonna go back to just seeing me. Yep. Here you go. I know. Did she?
Oh.
He's very sad.
Poor Diego.
I know.
All right, well, we're gonna have to tell Teresa she can't leave him anymore.
I know. If we do something like this, come here. Come see.
There we go.
Oh, he slipped. There we go. I'm
done. I'm done with this game. I'm over it. Well, Sam,
but
if you don't mind. Sorry, go ahead. I interrupted.
Oh, no. I was just gonna say, stuff like this, he's gotten very conditioned to. So obviously, once I put it out, he realized it was here and immediately came over to sit because he knew that we were working. Now he's gonna go back to digging at the closet. So I might make him I'm gonna make him a little what we call busy box. So that he can work on that and rip it to shreds so that he can get some of that anxiety out because his friend just left him. So,
buddy. Well, if you don't mind, Sam, it sounds like he's ready to go have his busy box time. Can we get a little close up of his face for the people that have been watching? You want to grab the tripod real quick? See if we can get a nice little model shot of him. Hello, handsome. Just to truly appreciate his magnificence.
It's true. Let me turn the camera around so everyone can see.
There we go.
Good boy.
Hey, buddy.
Little snoot.
There is Diego, one of our favorite. I mean, they're all our favorite, but he's our biggest favorite. We'll say that literally and metaphorically.
Yeah.
So if anyone out there has more questions, feel free to post them below and we'll do our best to answer. And then if you're interested in adopting, you just go to the link that we'll post in the comments as well, and you can learn more about him and make an appointment to do a virtual meet and greet with him. It'll be very similar to this. But thank you all so much for watching. And Sam, thank you so much for your time today. And Diego, bye. Thank you.
He's like, okay, I'm ready to go.
Bye, guys. I'm done. I want to find out what's in the closet. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.